After 9 months and 10 teams, we are getting ready to crown a champion in the 2023 CNBC stock draft that ends at the close of trading today. Team Wu, which is wrestler Charlotte Flair's team, has a commanding lead because of triple-digit gains from, what else, NVIDIA. She has followed up by Tori Dunlap of the Financial Feminist, Olympic swimmer Erica Sullivan, and Team Mountain Goats, which includes actor Ryan Reynolds. I believe they were the winner the prior year. Draft didn't go quite as well for our next guest, Ndamukong Suh, Team House of Kings. It's in last place, dragged down by a long shot bet on Peloton, which has lost nearly 48% since the draft began on the NFL draft day last April. His other pick, United Health, up 7%. Here to discuss the draft is Super Bowl and champion and more, Ndamukong Suh, future Hall of Famer as well. Ndamukong, welcome. Good to have you with us. Hey, listen, when you picked Peloton, and I, as people know, I am a devotee of the Peloton, I thought it was a pretty cagey choice because to win this, you have to have a home run. And that had the possibility to be a home run. It didn't work out, but.
Yeah, it definitely did. I had the opportunity to kind of do a little bit of research and seeing they're implementing a new CEO. Thought I was going to right the ship. There was a couple of news pieces that came out, I think, in the last couple of months, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me. So it dragged me down, and I knew United Health would give me kind of that steady gain. I was doing my barbell approach, which is outside of my normal way of investing with all the great mentors that I have.
And one of those mentors is Warren Buffett. How, you I guess, got to know him when you were at Nebraska, All-American player there. He's a Nebraska fan and benefactor. Do you talk to him? And what did he teach you about investing?
Yeah, we do. We typically talk on a quarterly basis, and we just talk about a handful of things, one catching up most of the time, but then just in general, just being patient. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I learned from him, having that opportunity to be patient, be steadfast in your thought process of looking at these different companies that you're investing in, also involved in to help them grow. So a lot of patience is one of the big key. And I know most athletes and entertainers don't have patience. They just want to see immediate success. Yeah. And it's all about the long game.
Patience is maybe not a virtue that is rewarded by our stock draft contest, which has a very finite timeline. You got to hit and hit quick. But yeah, Morgan, jump in.
Yeah, I do want to get to some Super Bowl questions with you. But first, I mean, you are an advocate for financial literacy. Why is it so important? What is the number one mistake that you think athletes make?
Honestly, financial literacy, I think, is one of the biggest things that our youth need to be involved in and need to be exposed to, primarily because at this age of having NIL deals, especially in sports and collegiate sports and all that whole landscape changing, they're in tune with all these amazing deals that they're getting involved in with, but just don't understand how they need to structure themselves to be able to pay for those taxes and that income coming in as we're getting into April and tax season and whatnot. And so those are the things that they need to start learning at a young age, whether that be in middle school or high school. And something that I've been able to be very fortunate of is having great partners like I have with Intuit to be able to create these interesting opportunities to do workshops with kids in high school like we did this past year. And even more specifically, coming up in the near future, we're excited about doing another partnership with them and growing that space, especially around this NIL work that needs to be addressed.
Okay. Contessa Brewer, our colleague Contessa Brewer, last hour was asking different athletes about Super Bowl this weekend, about their investments, but also about the fact that we've seen this surge in popularity around the NFL and whether betting is the culprit or whether it's Taylor Swift or both. So just want to get your thoughts on that as we do go into Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, Super Bowl weekend's a big weekend, and betting's always the number one piece. Taylor Swift is obviously a big part of it as well. I'll be in attendance in the Super Bowl and in and around all the fun activity. So we're getting ready to head out, me and my wife. So it's a lot of excitement. I've been in 3 of them. So being able to be a part of them and then around them at the same time, betting is always a big thing.
Who's your pick this weekend, Ndamukong?
My pick, I'm watching. Throughout the last playoff weeks, I was in London with Sky Sports, having some fun with them, doing an announcement. But just watching Kansas City, I picked them as my winner because, one, I beat them in previous years and know how dominant that offense is. And they're on a very high roll of being on all cylinders. And then their defense, surprisingly, their defense has shut down some amazing offenses, and Lamar Jackson, who just won MVP, and then the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen and that amazing, very high-powered and effective offense. So I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to take care of business against the 49ers, even though I got some friends over on that team that I hope can get a ring sometime soon.